Quantity Radio. Welcome to another episode of Quantity Radio. I have a special guest today. We have Mr. Thomas from Toxic But True Podcast.
Right.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. How's your week been?
Week's been good. No complaints at all. I kind of carry everything with a lot of positivity anyway. Even if things do pop up, I try to approach it with a different mindset that I'm not going to really drag myself down. So no matter what, it's good.
It's always good as long as you got that mindset. Right. That's right. My week has been good too. I got a little overwhelmed at one point, but we always bring it back, like you said, with positivity. Right. And reel it back in. So everything's been smooth for me so far. I'm excited. So you brought up the topic. We're just going to jump right into it because I'm just like, he came to me with this topic about being in poly relationships.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said that monogamy could be traced to, or should be considered, a generational curse.
Talk about that.
I just think that everything we know about monogamy has, just like a generational curse, has been passed down. And not once were we given our own independent thoughts about how we should carry ourselves in a monogamous relationship. Mm-hmm. I think that most times that without an independent thought, we go to movies, we go to relationships that we seen growing up, we go to our friends' relationships, and because of that, we don't have our, as we are independent thinkers, we kind of put ourselves into this box. And that's what creates a toxicity, because we've never actually been shown the proper way to operate in our own lives, but we're going off what someone else told us. So because mom and dad did it a certain way, because grandma did it a certain way, because the Bible said do it a certain way, we never actually operate on how I choose to love and how I choose to, move in my relationship. Because I think people, they hear the word monogamous and they automatically attach it to sex. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, monogamy is the most narcissistic fucking thing you could think of.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's like, you have to say, like, I'm dedicated to just this one person. Yeah. And we're not, expanding our horizons, and we can't, like, date outside or nothing like that. It's just me and you. Like, you belong to me, I belong to you.
And that's it right there. That you belong to me. Because when you get in a relationship, and there really is no, you just fall into a relationship with a person these days. Yeah. You never actually, like, have a real conversation about, what is my expectations, what are your expectations. We just kind of fall into it because the vibe is dope.
Right.
And then we're in a relationship now, right? And we automatically expect, I'm your end-all, be-all. You want to smile because of me. You want to have a good time, it's because of me. You want to, your feelings, your emotions are all going to have to be tied to me, and I don't want you outsourcing that shit to nobody.
Right.
Like, I remember looking at my phone one time with an ex, and I'm smiling too hard, and she got mad. Like, who the fuck is making you smile? Who got you smiling like that? Like,
I make you smile.
Like, what the fuck?
What is going on?
And that's some real narcissistic thinking, to think, like, I'm the only person that's going to provide you with these life experiences, and that's so unfair. Because monogamy doesn't have to be that. Monogamy could be an individual experiences that we have with each other, and I want to experience that with you. It doesn't mean that you're my end all be all because say me and you, we meet Monday and we decide to be together Tuesday. What changes?
What changes?
What changes?
What do you mean, like, what changes? Like, so we met.
Hey, we're together now.
Okay.
Say a week, a month, a year. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, whatever time frame.
Whatever time frame you want. And we've been rocking. It's been vibing. It's cool. We say, hey, you know what? Now I want to be with you officially. What changes?
The thing that changes is, okay, like, we're exclusive now.
What does that mean?
Exclusive, like, we're only dating each other. We cut. So if you're dating somebody, that means just that you're dating, where I can talk to you, I can talk to this person, I can talk to this guy, whatever. But once you say, I want to be with you, we're going to be in a relationship, that kind of seems like, okay, we're cutting off all the other people that we were talking to, and now it's just us. We're trying to be faithful to each other, loyal to each other in that sense. That's what that means.
You're using a lot of buzzwords right now. Faithful, loyal. Using a lot of buzzwords right now.
No, that's what that means. Like, if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody's going to take that as this day and age.
Break that down, though. I think, that's the generalized terms that we use too much. Break it down more. So, me and you, okay, we decided to be together. Can I have female friends?
You can have female friends.
Can I talk to them? In which way can I talk to them?
As friends.
What does that mean?
as you would talk to your guy friends. They're like, you're talking friendship shit. You're not stepping and crossing over those boundaries that would even make them think that you want to do other things with them or otherwise like that. It's strictly a friendship. So I would not be against, if I'm in a relationship, my man having female friends.
So can my female friend call me and talk and get sex advice from me?
I feel like that would be kind of inappropriate.
Why?
Because depending on the sex.
You said my guy friends call me all the time and talk about.
They talk about sex.
So you just said out of your mouth.
I just said out of my mouth. He trying to catch me up. He trying to catch me up. No, but seriously, like, okay, if y'all gonna talk about sex, it just depends. Like, if she's asking advice on, okay, well, he's not doing this, he's not doing this. How can I tell him? Or, that type of thing. Or maybe she needs advice, like, what do guys like? Or maybe she should be talking to that with her man about that. But if she needs advice on certain stuff, I feel like it just depends on what it is. If it's too graphic, I feel like you shouldn't even dive into that.
Why?
Because, like, it's the opposite sex. And, like, now you're doing too much because you could call somebody else that's not in a relationship and ask them that. Or simply just talk to your mate about it. Like, why do you need advice about sex?
You know what I hate the most is that people, and I learned this the hardest way possible, is that when you get with somebody and they talk about monogamy or commitment or loyalty, what they're really saying is you have to now cut off your human experience. Mm-hmm. You are no longer human. You're mine.
Wait, what? No. You're still human.
How am I not?
You're still
human. I can meet a person, right? This person can add value to my life with advice, with energy, with certain experiences, all this type of shit. But you're saying now because you're opposite sex, we now cannot have certain conversations. Mm-hmm. I went through life and had experiences. You went through life and had certain experiences. And if I say because I'm in a relationship, I no longer can have this conversation with you, that is altering the human experience. That is manipulating the human experience because you and your
not human experience, individual experience.
Human experience. We're all humans. We're all talking. We're all engaging. We all have energy. We're all expressive. Mm-hmm. But if you say because I'm in a relationship, I am cutting myself off from that experience. Why?
Because so you would have to make ground rules with your partner, with whoever you're with your mate, mm-hmm. and establish that. Because if that's not acceptable, then you could choose to not be in that relationship. Like, I can't talk about certain things with my friends now because I'm in a relationship with you. You could choose not to be in that relationship before you even, get into that relationship. Like, okay, so you have to establish those ground rules, and that all depends on who you're gonna be with, your partner.
But who's doing that?
What do you mean? Everybody should do that. Everybody should be establishing ground rules, just not falling into relationships like you said before. You're falling into relationships and now it gets toxic because you two have not discovered and established ground rules with each other. I didn't know I couldn't do this. Okay, it was never discussed.
And that's a generational curse shit right there. Mm-hmm. That we just fall into shit. Mm-hmm. No one ever talks about it. No one's been told to talk about it. No one really has a good grasp of what they want. It's been shown to us how it should operate. Because I know a lot of my times when I have, relationship issues and, in the past, the shit be real time. Yeah. It'd be like, Thomas, how you didn't know this? I'm like, because it just happened, motherfucker. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Now I know. Now I know it bothers you. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. I truly, truly didn't know because we're experiencing life in real time. And we tend to operate because we see a lot of examples from TV and other people's relationships as if we have some guidebook to this shit, and there really isn't.
There isn't. You have to figure
my experience is my day-to-day real life experience. So if I do something that bothers you, if I engage with somebody that bothers you, there is no fucking study guide to this shit. Now I know it bothers you. I didn't know that. People go. I've had situations where somebody go through my phone and see a conversation. They'd be like, "How the fuck did you talk to her that way?" I'm like, "Didn't know it was a bad thing." Mm-hmm. And even then, and I say this all the time. People kill me for it, but like. No one owes anybody shit. If we're not married, what the fuck do I owe you?
That's true. Okay, so once you get married, then you owe that person something.
No. Well, yes and no. Yes, I do owe you a sense of respect. I do, because marriage is a business. Mm-hmm. So whatever that business agreement was, if it was love, honor, respect, whatever, then okay, that was a contract, a lease agreement, till death do us part.
Those are the vows. That's what was said before God.
That was the business.
I owe you that.
That was the business. No, because it's the business agreement. We both went into it as equal business partners, right?
Okay.
And inside the marriage, we agreed to this. Mm-hmm. Because as mutual business partners.
Right.
That's marriage. But inside of a boyfriend-girlfriend situation,
you don't owe nobody anything.
Yeah. I don't owe you shit.
But shouldn't you be practicing for the job that you want to get married? So if you see yourself being with this female and there's certain ground rules, you tell me you're not going to abide by those ground rules that you two have set, not just her and not just you, y'all both equally agreed on it.
Inside a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, I owe you, what do I owe you that I have to tell you everybody that I engage with? Do I owe you
No,
that?
you don't have to tell me everybody that you engage with.
Tell me that. What do I owe you? If we're boyfriend and girlfriend, what do I owe you?
Whatever the ground rules are. So if we laid out, okay, we're not going to speak to certain people about certain things, like, okay, how you mentioned like the sex and a female friend calls you about sex and everything like that. If I say, okay, well, I'm not cool with that. And you say, okay, you know what? I can get down with that. Like, I can respect that. And you can say, well, you got male friends. I don't want you doing the same thing. If they call you about sex, they shouldn't even be talking to you about that in that matter. Cool. We established that. All right, cool. Whatever you guys set down in stone, that should be respected no matter what. Now, if something wasn't talked about, it was missed, it was left out, then you don't owe that person nothing because y'all both didn't even talk about it. Y'all didn't agree on that. So that's when certain things come in. So you have to like play it as you go. But what you set in stone from the beginning, those rules should automatically be respected, I feel like. And anything else would be a conversation otherwise.
Okay. So
talking about being polygamous, have you ever been in a poly relationship?
Define poly.
You define poly. You okay? So my definition of poly, because I'm not being.
Is it sex related?
No, it's not sexual related. It's just you having multiple partners. It could be doing whatever you feel with other people. It's like that person knows. So if I'm talking to you specifically, and we're dating, so if I'm not gonna say dating, if we're in a relationship, and I'm talking to other guys, I'm gonna let you know that. That's what that is. It's open and honest communication. I'm talking to other guys. I know it's kind of like almost like an open relationship, but poly though, it's kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna be in a relationship with each other, so everybody knows about each other. So if I'm talking to this guy and you're talking to other females, we all know like, okay, they're in a relationship, but okay, what's kind of like an open relationship? You kind of gotta describe poly to me because I'm kind of against it. Because I'm not really.
I don't think you are. Realistically, I think
how do you not?
Because I think most people have this weird skewed version. I think people just relate it to sex, and it's not just about sex. It's about, like I said, everybody is able to contribute. You know, so if I get with you, right, and me and you have a mutual understanding of how we can bring value to each other's lives, why can I do that with multiple people, and not have sex with any? Would you be okay with that? This person right here is a great business partner. And we talk every day, and we talk about business, but we're doing it in a way that we want to engage in life. You know, we're doing this aspect of life together, and I'm giving you more energy than I would a stranger on the street. But I'm sleeping only with you, and this person over here, this person over there, this person over there.
You're just cool with them, then that sounds like that's not really poly to me. Like being poly is when you're in a relationship with each other.
That's who.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a relationship.
Mono means one, poly means more.
Yeah.
So I am engaging in a more committed energy than I would a stranger with multiple people.
Okay.
Because they add value to my life.
That's fine.
And it's outside, and I can have any type of conversation with you because I'm not shutting off the human experience.
Yeah. So that's considered poly to you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's totally fine.
That's fine?
That's fine.
Could I sleep
because that sounds like friends.
Could I sleep with any one of them, and you be okay with that?
Then that's different.
Why?
Because, like, we need to discuss that. Why are you sleeping around with other people? And
does that really bother you?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Yeah.
What part of that bothered you?
It bothered me because they were sneaky and they were like, it wasn't open communication. Maybe I would have respected. I would respect you more if you were honest about it.
So it wasn't the sex part that bothered you?
I mean, that bothered me too. I'm like, why you really have sex with somebody else? Like, you could have communicated that you wanted to have sex with somebody else.
Was the physical act enough for you to be like, I'm done? No. Thank you. No.
It wasn't like I was done because, you know, we be going back sometimes.
90% of the people I know who've been cheated on, was the cheat. The actual physical action of you having sex with that person was not enough for you to leave. It'd be the other shit.
It'd be the other shit that led up to that shit.
And you know what the other shit
is being sneaky. The other shit is lying.
The other shit is the narcissistic entitlement that I'm the end all be all to you.
If we establish that we are in a relationship with each other and it's just me and you and we're exclusive and that was agreed on, you disrespected the union.
How?
You disrespected the
Why
relationship.
do I owe you that?
Because that's what we agreed on. If we didn't agree on that and set those ground rules, cool. You could throw that in my face. But if we agreed on that, and I say,
why is your brain
you were
even on that?
Exclusively going to be with me.
Why do you think is that not narcissistic to say that you because I'm not even married to you, that we're now together, to even expect that from somebody is narcissistic as fuck. Like, that's like me saying I have the best dick in the world, and now you have to end, you're with me now, you can never fuck anybody else. My brain don't even think about that shit.
Right.
Most of my toxic situations in any relationship I've ever been in came from that fucking narcissistic ass expectation ass mindset that I had. That you cannot fuck around, talk to, deal with anybody but me. I'm the last nigga you gonna talk to, deal with, and that's a fucked up ass mindset. I've literally seen or been told to my face that, hey, I cheated on you, and didn't leave because it wasn't about the cheat. It was about some shit within myself that I felt the insecurity. Why wasn't I enough? Why didn't you feel like you needed to tell me? Why wasn't this? Why wasn't that? And that's some shit that I need to deal with.
Yeah.
Because if the cheat wasn't enough to leave, because it wasn't, because I heard that you cheated on me, and the first question in my mouth was why, who, what, where. So I needed context. And once I needed context, that means the cheat wasn't the problem.
It was you. That was insecure.
It was something else.
Yeah.
Because people always ask me, like, Tom, you don't be tripping if your girl go to a girl's trip? No, because if a girl want to cheat on you, she going to do it anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If a guy want to cheat,
but wouldn't it be respected if you're more open and honest? Like, hey, you know, I'm having these feelings of I want to step outside of our relationship.
If your coworker had a birthday party and she didn't invite you, would you get offended? You barely talk to this broad.
No, I wouldn't get offended if I barely
because
talk
you don't
to
expect
her.
it, right?
Yeah, I don't expect
your brain don't even think about it, right? You don't even
right.
know, you don't even know the chick birthday.
Right.
I go the same way with relationships. I don't think about the shit. I'm not asking if you fucking somebody. That's weird as hell. That's gay. So I'm not thinking if you fucking somebody else.
Okay.
Pause. I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Because I've committed too much negativity energy in previous relationship wondering if my girl is fucking somebody else. Because then we start putting
you don't want to think about it off bat like, okay, I hope she don't be fucking nobody. It's not on your mind. But when it comes up, you're not surprised because if she gonna cheat, she gonna cheat.
She gonna cheat. And you don't owe me that shit. You don't owe me your vagina. You don't owe me your exclusivity to your vagina. You don't owe me an explanation if you do fuck somebody else. It's yours. We can't be pro-choice, pro-body, pro all that shit, and then when it comes to exclusivity fucking only me, like, no, you don't owe me that shit. So you're judging
the monogamous relationship, but not the poly relationship.
I'm not judging nobody.
Because you're like, oh, that's narcissistic, but that's what they choose to do. If somebody agrees upon that, then that's their relationship. That's what they choose to do. Just like if you agree to be in a poly relationship with somebody, that's you. I'm not going to judge you because that's what you want to do. Y'all got that. You got that in the bag.
I think in 2022, there's more poly relationships than there are monogamous.
Knowingly or unknowingly?
Very knowingly.
Poly relationships.
I think multiple people have multiple people they're talking to. Multiple people. Every girl has a backup nigga right now. Every girl has a backup nigga right now. The next nigga up right now.
I don't think so.
You're fucking.
That's been.
All right, y'all. It's been a good podcast. We're not gonna be honest today. We're not gonna be honest today.
No, that's been a thing.
Every girl has a backup nigga. Every girl. Ready up in a bullpen right now.
I don't think so.
She know that dude.
There's always guys I want to talk to. There's always guys I want to talk to.
You know that one though. You know that one that be throwing the fire emojis on everything. You hit him with the little smiley, little blushy face emoji back. Y'all do this back and forth thing. Again, and he gonna be patient because niggas is patient. A nigga
they're waiting.
A nigga went 10 years to hit.
I heard it was never a female that has male friends. It's just niggas that's waiting.
There's always a nigga in the bullpen though. He warming up, and he the one that's gonna look at your Instagram and see the nigga gone. Hey, you want to talk about it?
Hey, what's up? Hey. You know, a shoulder to lean on or whatever.
Every girl got the next nigga up. That's why you can't convince me that girls are everybody's doing it.
Everybody, not just women though.
Everybody, guys too.
Okay,
it's a little harder for guys, but
so men cheat anyways. Why not get with the program and try polygamy, right?
Men cheat anyway.
Female cheat. Men cheat.
We might as well just like the word.
Get with the program, right?
I think everybody needs to take that out their mind that people are expected to be faithful to you.
Because that's what we've been taught, though. That's what you're saying. That's what we've been taught. We never got a chance to learn our own individuality and how we choose to live, like you said. And also, when it goes back to even culture, like the African culture, they're used to doing like poly relationships or having more than one wife. But when we look at it from a different standpoint, it's mainly, I feel like it more benefits the man. No. Like when you're being in a relationship, I'm talking about marriage-wise too. Like when you're in a polyamorous relationship and it's one man and he has multiple wives, does that not benefit only the man? What does the woman get out of that? And you have to be also like established. I feel like too, like you really got to know who you are and what you stand for as a man. If you feel like you can handle multiple women and provide for multiple women, if that's a lifestyle that you want, you have to be able. You got to be real solid.
You triggering me right now. You don't trigger me right now. You trigger me right now.
But I'm just telling the truth. Like,
okay.
oh, that's my opinion.
So, I say I like you. I like your vibe. You know, hey, so much so I'm gonna start paying your rent.
Okay.
Would you turn that money down?
No, I'm not gonna turn it down.
Would you ask
if we're in a relationship?
No. We're talking strictly just the benefit right now. I like you. I like your vibe. I like what you value to my life. I'm gonna start paying your rent. I'm gonna start giving you nail money. I'm gonna start giving your hair done money. I'm gonna start paying your lunch. I'm gonna start buying your kids backpacks and shit. I'm gonna do all that for you. Are you worrying about if I'm doing it for somebody else? Stop lying. Thank you. So if I'm doing that for 100 people, but your bills are getting paid, your hair is getting done, your nails is done, you got money to go hang out with your friends, you got a brand new car, you would be fucking crazy to be like, I want to be doing it with somebody else. And it's because you're doing it with 16 other girls, I'm cutting that money off.
Well, stop. I mean, if my feelings are really invested in you and I feel a certain type of way, then yeah, like I'm gonna worry about that.
You're gonna shut the money off.
Yeah.
That's a bad investment. What?
Like, no, because it's just more about that. Like, it's more about my feelings. Like, I'm a feeler. Like, if my feelings are invested in you, it's like if we just start talking, of course, nobody's going to care. Like, oh, he paying my bills, he doing this, he wants to do that for me. Cool. But once you establish, like, oh, I like you a little bit more, and we're getting more intimate and getting more in tune with each other, and my feelings get invested deeper than what they were from when we first started.
Is that a him thing or you thing?
That's a me thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I'm not able to handle that, then I can remove myself from that situation.
Then the poly isn't a problem. Then you're the problem.
No, poly is not a problem because I don't judge nobody by what they do. Yeah. But I can exclude myself from that situation. If you want a poly relationship and I don't want to be a part of it, I can go and exclude myself.
But why does it have to be poly though? Why can't I just talk to them? Why is your brain even worrying about it?
Because like if we're in a relationship, like that's what it is. Like two people, we know about each other, and then you're messing around with other people. Okay, so
why are you even worried about it? Why is your brain even thinking about it?
What is the definition of you are being in a relationship with somebody and then you have others joining into the relationship as well? So what is that? That's just one big friendship?
You shouldn't even be worrying about it. Why are you even
thinking? When you're bringing it into where we are.
So about sex or what are we talking about here?
Like in general, like you're bringing other women into the relationship.
Why?
We're joining
I'm not sure. We're not going to be all in the same room.
Okay, but I'm saying that's what it is. It's different. There's different breakdowns of poly relationships. Okay. So which one are you talking about?
Okay, outside of poly then. Let's just say I'm talking to multiple people. Me personally, you don't know that information.
Right.
You know when we hang out, when I give you my time, I make time for you.
Right.
Because we're all adults. We have busy schedules and things like that. I make time for you, and it's dope. The next time we hang out, we have a great time. Hey, you know what? We've been hanging out. We have all this great time. We want to go take a trip to Cancun with me? That time was dope. We come back. We hang out again. That time was dope. Why the fuck are you worrying if I'm doing with anybody else? Why? Why can't we just enjoy this human experience together?
So you just broke that down for me, right?
Right.
So we went to Cancun. We done went to Jamaica. We went to wherever we going together, spending intimate time together, whatnot. Right. Cool, great. You would not feel any type of way if you see me on my story or anything like that with the next man on an island.
Not at all.
You're not gonna be like, so you weren't gonna tell me about this?
Nope.
You're just gonna be like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Not giving a fuck.
That's cool.
Yes.
All right.
Not giving a fuck. Why? Because you owe me what? You owe me an explanation? No, you don't.
If y'all in a relationship, then yeah. But if y'all not, then no.
I can get with you right now. And we could be sitting here tomorrow in a picture of you sucking another nigga's dick popping on the phone, and I'm not going to question it.
No.
Not going to question it. Not going to question it. Why?
In a relationship or not?
In a fucking full-blown relationship. Your shit can pop up right now.
Unless you were married, that's when it would matter.
If that's what we decide in our marriage, though. Like, I know personal relationships and marriages that are, wired a little differently because that's how they choose to operate in their marriage. But I'm saying, me personally, who am I to request that from you? Who am I to say, like, to challenge you and be like, nah, you can't do that. Why can't I, nigga? Why can't I? Don't ask me because, and I had this conversation last night and I was like, is it about sex? And they were like, well, and I was like, why can't he engage with other women? And they'd be like, because I don't want him out here trying to bring something back to me. Right. I'm like, that ain't about sex then. That's about safety and health.
Yeah.
And why would you want to be with somebody who didn't have the best intentions for you with their safety and their health? It has nothing to do with the sex part. Nothing to do with it.
So if they use protection and everything, nothing brought back to you, then it wasn't about
the sex. It's about respect and him having the best intentions for you. So if if on Tuesday I raw a chick, I'm not about to come sleep with you. That's about safety and respect. I'm gonna go get checked out. I'm gonna go do, what I'm saying? Because, we're practicing the safety and health part. We're using protection. We're doing the best. That's all that's about. It's not about the sex part. And if I'm not thinking about that shit no more, then my life, that frees up capacities in my brain just to be dope with you. Just have a good experiences with you. You can't name me nobody who has a toxic relationship that was just on some we just approached everything positively. It was because we had an expectation, it led to the disappointments. And you can check any one of my podcasts, and this is consistent thinking for me. That my boys be like, so if your girl went to on a trip and she came back in a great ass mood, feeling all good, you wouldn't question if she maybe slept with somebody? I'm like, that's weird as fuck.
You just know I just had a good vacation.
But dudes be like, my girl left in a bad mood, came back in a great mood, and they on some like Stella got a groove back shit. Winston knocked the dust off that shit. And now I'm in a weird, no, that's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Dudes be like, no, my girl can't go to Vegas on a girl's trip because I don't want her. Why not?
Because that's insecurity.
That's entitlement. That's
entitlement.
That's
insecurity and entitlement.
And expectation and all that shit.
But that's definitely insecure.
Your mind. You can't be out there shaking ass. You can't be out there twerking on your friends. I don't want you kissing on your friends. I don't want you grabbing each other's titties. I don't want none of that. That's all exclusive to me.
That's entitlement and that's insecurity.
And that's what we've been taught.
What are you so mad about with that? Like now, if you're going out there disrespecting and doing some old crazy shit and making me look bad on my part.
Like what?
Because if y'all in a relationship and she's a reflection of you, you're like, oh, your girl here just.
No, she's a reflection of her.
You a reflection of you if y'all in a relationship.
She's a reflection of her.
That's too, but I feel like she's a reflection of you too if you guys are in a relationship.
The only way she disrespecting me, she has a shirt that says "fuck Thomas" on it. She's advertising.
But that's what she's saying though. If she's out there disrespecting the relationship.
No, she's not.
If she out there, she's like, oh, she don't give a fuck. But if y'all have that established, then yeah.
She's a human. You're a human, right?
I'm a human being.
Do you have sexual urges?
Yes, you do. Yeah, I do.
So you operating and yielding to them sexual urges makes you an asshole because you did that? No, it don't. No, it don't. Because my brain isn't even thinking about the shit at all. My brain is not worrying about if you're having a human experience or not. My worry is, do you have the best intentions for me? Mm-hmm. And if you are confident in the fact that someone has the best intentions for you, you're not worrying about shit else. Right. Because you're not going to put me in harm's way, either with STDs or shit like that. Mm-hmm. You're not going to put me in harm's way with, I'm going to pull up and there's a nigga in our house. That's not having the best intentions.
That would be disrespect then.
Because you don't have the best intentions. Because like I could have came in, now you create a hostile environment. I'm going to come in, shoot both y'all motherfuckers up. And now what happens? You know what I'm saying? Shoot responsibly. You know what I'm saying?
I guess I was looking at it more from the aspect of everybody's in a relationship together. So like say if we're in a relationship and it's other women too. So it's me, it's Ashley, it's Tanya, and it's Monique. Like we're all with you. Like we're on a relationship together. That's what I was looking at it as, not just, like we're individuals and I'm talking to them, you're talking to whoever you wanted to talk to, but at the end of the day, like we have our own relationship established and we know what it is between us. Right. But I also go off and I talk to this guy and I talk to this guy and you talk to those other two females over there. Cool. Right. That's cool. But I was looking at it more as an aspect of just one man and multiple women. That's the aspect I was looking at as, that's why I'm just like, okay, well, how does that benefit us women?
That's what I said, because if I'm paying your bills. Mm-hmm. So say
it's not all about money though.
It's about whatever comfortability I provide for you.
Right.
Whatever comfortability I provide for you that you say is beneficial, and that's what most women I met want anyway, some level of comfortability. Mm-hmm. Make my life easier, nigga. If you're going to be in my life and I'm providing you my vagina, like make my life easier.
But what if we don't want to be in a relationship with these other women too? Because like I'm looking at that standpoint, right? So we're all probably like living together and we all know about each other and stuff like that. Like we're married or something like that. Like
don't move the goalposts.
We're not married, but we're in a relationship together and we're all staying in the same place or whatever like that. So that benefits us. What, like you're taking care of all of us?
You're in the house all together?
Yes.
Yes, you're living here.
So you're taking care of all of us. You're prepared to do that. You have to be like, that's what I was going back to. Like, you have to be really established and really be solid as a dude, like, to do that.
What if I'm not?
If you're not, then you're not prepared for that type of relationship.
What if every situation I'm providing some level of whatever comfortability for that person? Mm-hmm. Say this person really just wants a place to stay. Like when we have a good vibe, she enjoys my conversation. I really help her through a bad spot, so much so that she doesn't want to like give that energy to no one else. She really is drawn to that, and she adds value to the home. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy our sex with Ashley, and this one person over here has a good business acumen and she's putting us all on. This person over here has financial literacy, you know, dopeness. She's teaching us about financial literacy. And as together, this motherfucker over there cooking, she's over there taking that house shit because that's her strong suit. You know, this person, but you know, the problem is we try to put all that expectations on one person. And a lot of times girls don't be the best cooks. Some girls don't hate doing laundry. Some girls don't have the best financial literacy and
so why
information.
not get 3? So this one likes doing this, one likes doing, everybody has a strong point, and that's how we're going to work with it.
And that's what I've seen in poly relationship is that we all add value to the situation.
And everybody has to be comfortable with that situation.
And if everybody's comfortable, you good.
Yeah.
You know, there really doesn't need no drama because we understand what we're bringing to the situation. The problem is when you want to be like Ashley and you want to be like this person, you stop doing what you're doing because you like the way that Thomas responds at, you know, her. Because, you know, say you're not the best conversationalist. And I'm like, hey, you know what? You just suck at talking. Like you're like a wet fucking blanket. I'm not going to try to stress over the fact that you don't have great communication. Why not be able to have a conversation with somebody, you know, say, hey, I'm going to talk to them because they engage with me the way I like communication wise. We can have deep, in-depth, you know, conversations, something you're just not good at. You're pretty. I like you around because you're pretty. You know, that could be okay. That could be your thing.
That's your thing.
That's your thing. You
Ashley,
know?
she got good conversation. She got good, you know, whatever she got going on for herself. So we're going to bring her into the relationship. And then we got Monique. She likes to cook. And she provides, you know, a certain amount of comfortability that could be, you know, an asset to this relationship. So we're going to bring her in.
And if not to cut you off, but if you remove the narcissistic exclusivity, you know, entitlement aspect of it, I think more people will be willing to do that. I think way more because we already established that the sex don't usually be the reason why most people don't want to deal with somebody. Yeah, it'd be the sense of, like I said, the expectation and entitlement that you know, mine. You know what I'm saying? So if you remove that egotistical bullshit that we've been taught and say, you know what, I'm probably cool with the fact that this girl, you know, is in this man's life and provides something that I can't provide him.
The fact is removing that. What we already been established.
Generational curse, man. Like in
our mind, like this is what we're used to. This is what we're used to seeing. This is what has been going on for so many years already. So we would have to be reconditioned. Yeah.
And I know people are watching this. They're gonna be like, "So you will be okay if your girl says your dick wasn't great and want to go fuck somebody else?" Yes. So
that's you. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But a lot of men are not conditioned to be like that
because their ego, their insecurities.
So, first of all, you said my dick was what, and it's not enough for you, so you finna go and fuck with old boy over here
because she'll do it anyway.
Right.
She'll do it anyway. But I'm saying I'm not in the best place to provide something, you know, for you. You're like, yo, that's one thing. You do everything great, Thomas, but the sex is trash. Hey, I'm about to go let old boy knock the dust off this shit.
And you're fine with that.
I'm like,
you're fine with that. So would it be the same thing? So how I said it, like how I said it's one guy, multiple girls, would it be the same thing? You think it would be the same standard? So if it was one woman and multiple men? Which
is happening all day anyway. But like
and they all be okay with it and nobody's getting their ego or
I think
dudes are
way more cool with this shit than girls, realistically.
So my chick is smashing 2 other guys. I'm cool.
Dudes only really get mad about that shit when the girl isn't available when the time they want her to be available.
Okay, and that'd be the same situation with women because you might not be available every time and drop of the dime when I need you to be.
And that's the entitlement. That you think you're entitled to a certain aspect of my time. You know what? We might have hung out every day straight for 3 weeks straight. And then I not see you for a week. I'm entitled to do that. I don't owe you shit. I don't owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't owe you to be like, my phone go off. Who's that? I don't owe you shit. I'm going to tell you who that is.
Right.
Enjoy our time together. I made time for you. Enjoy that.
See, I don't like it.
You gotta get like, people gotta get off that shit, man.
It's been in situations where I'm like, a dude phone ring off and I'm just like, okay, cool, like whatever. But like, why you didn't answer your phone? If your phone ring, you don't answer it. It's like we not being open and honest. Why? You don't owe me nothing, but why you can't open? Like, if you feel like you can't answer that phone in front of me, I feel like you're not being honest with me. You're not being open. You can be like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, okay, cool. Like, all right, y'all see you later.
Not true. That's being respectful to our time.
No, that's you being open and honest.
No, I don't owe you the honesty. I don't owe you that.
You do.
No, I do not. Why?
If we are in a relationship, I want honesty. You gotta be honest with me. Don't hide shit from me.
I'm enjoying our time together.
Okay, that's fine.
So so before we said we're going to be together, do you really believe that person isn't talking to anybody else?
Of course they are.
Okay, then we say so we've been talking for 3 months. We're getting to know each other, right? Then we say 3 months and 1 day we're going to be together. And you already said that this person's talking to other people.
Right.
How long do you take for that person you think that this person is dealing with other people? Like how long do you think it takes for that person to drop off hella people?
Y'all gotta be dating for like a few months.
So you think there's a 60-day waiting period?
60, 90 days. Like, okay, like we're dating, we've been talking. Okay, cool. Like, you know what? I don't want to talk to these other females because you
No, we're together now. We're together now.
Okay.
So we've been talking for 3 months, me and you.
Okay.
And you already said that I expect this person probably is talking to other people. Mm-hmm. So then we get to the point where it's like, we're going to be together.
Yeah.
How long do you think it takes for that person to drop those other people they're talking to?
30 days.
You're fucking fooling yourself. You're fucking fooling yourself.
First of all, cut all your hoes off when you messing with me.
Tune in to the
cut
Toxic
all
But You
your
podcast
hoes off
for
when
real.
you messing with me because I'm coming for your throat.
No.
Stop playing.
You think it's crazy.
Stop playing.
What?
No, for real.
30 days. You think people are dropping niggas in 30 days?
30 days,
You're
yes.
crazy.
Because if we're dating, that gives you enough time to drop those hoes already. If we're dating for 3 months, okay, we're dating for 3 months. You like, okay, cool. Like now you want to be exclusive with me. Them hoes should have been cut off when you said you wanted to be exclusive with me.
What? Did he say that?
I'm saying if he did.
Name me a nigga
but
who-
if nothing was ever established, then I cannot expect for you to cut your hoes off because
to
you
the guys
never
in the
said.
room, has you ever said, do you want to be exclusive with somebody?
Don't hide now. Don't hide now.
Have you ever, my man, have you ever said you want to be exclusive with a girl? Have you ever said, when she said, hey, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend, have you ever said, yeah, let's be exclusive? No, you haven't.
Can you give him a chance to answer?
Because he gonna lie.
He not gonna lie. This is open, honest podcast. Let's
No
do
one,
it.
no man has ever sat down, hey, do you want to be exclusive with me? Never happened.
But
Never
you
happened.
know what?
Never
I
happened.
really like you. I want
Never happened.
I want to establish a relationship with you. I want to be. Will you be my girlfriend?
Let's be exclusive?
That's exclusive. Like,
No,
let's be my girlfriend.
Girlfriend don't mean exclusive.
I mean,
Girlfriend don't even mean shit. I don't know what girlfriend even means. That's a made up thing. Girlfriend isn't listed anywhere.
it's not.
Girlfriend? What does girlfriend mean?
I mean, that's what you are
We
before
can't file our
you're.
taxes as girlfriend, boyfriend.
They go girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, marriage. If you're leading up to something, if you wanted to lead up to marriage, that's how that's how the process goes. You start off dating.
Their generational
boom,
curse. There goes the
dating,
generational curse.
Then
There goes generational
okay, we're
curse.
exclusive, boyfriend, girlfriend. Boom, I want to make it a little bit more serious because I'm really fucking with you. Boom, I'm putting a ring on your finger. Are we going? That's still the stage. Like, okay, we still find out. Like, do I really marry you? You got time to back out. You got time to
Right.
cut it off without any paperwork and all that
Got
business
it. Got it.
agreement. And then you get on to the marriage. That's where it's really solidified right there. I'm marrying you. Like, I fuck with you. I
Okay.
love you. This is what we're establishing.
So let's say
Boom.
your energy has a percentage, right? Let's say 100%. How much of you are you giving your boyfriend, girlfriend, and your boyfriend? And does that increase when you become married? Are you giving all of yourself to your boyfriend?
No, I'm not. I'm not giving you my all.
Then why the fuck do I want to marry you?
What you mean? Like, I'm not giving you my all. We're still dating. We're in
We're
the boyfriend girlfriend stage,
you
right?
Want, hold on. Man, see, this is why. You want exclusivity. You want faithfulness. You want all that shit. And you're telling me you're not giving me all of you? Fuck
over
you.
here with it.
Fuck you.
If you can tell, listen though. Why do I have
That's
to
why I
give
hate
you
when
my
girls
all?
be like, oh, when I become married, then I'm going to really turn my sex game up. You should have did that while he's boyfriend and girlfriend then, because then maybe.
That's what's gonna get you to the marriage, right? But yeah,
You're holding back?
I'm not gonna hold back, but I'm giving you piece by piece. Like, okay,
good.
he's cool.
I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna give him a little bit more. I'm gonna give him a little bit more. You're not finna give yourself to somebody, give your all to somebody, and
Why
then
not?
you fuck around. You fuck around, and something don't go right in the relationship. Now you regret giving your all to that person.
That's bad business.
It is bad business.
That's bad business. So
I say give piece by piece.
so anytime you
Give
deal
piece by piece.
No, anytime you deal with somebody, right? And I'm gonna tell you this. Anytime you deal with somebody, we're investing a lot. We're investing our bodies. We're investing our time, money, everything, right?
emotions.
So is that not? So now we're talking about from a business investment standpoint. So if I went into business with you, which it is, we're boyfriend girlfriend now. We're investing a whole lot equally, right? And you tell me at the business meeting that honestly, I've been only giving you 60% of my efforts.
Yeah.
I'm cutting you off. You're not giving the business your full energy and effort. And if you're telling me, you know what, when the business does well, then which well is mean we're advancing the relationship. Then I'm gonna give you more. You're a bad business partner, and you don't deserve anything. You don't deserve none of this shit. Then
You're really strong opinionated, like
because you know it's the truth.
He's standing strong his word. What's your sign?
Sagittarius, November Sagittarius at that.
Yeah.
But it's the truth though.
Yeah.
And they know, my man. If your business partner said I'm not doing the best, you know it's the truth, right? You know it's the truth, right? Yeah. Everybody in the room know. I'm only giving you 60% until you marry me. I'm not marrying you then.
I feel like it comes with the territory. I'm giving you. You're not gonna just put your all out there and just straight up and then. So you saying I should give you my all and then start taking it back if I'm not getting that reciprocated?
Advance and
maybe that's how it should go.
It should.
That's how it should go.
You should only reciprocate energy.
Exactly, because that's what I do. If you're not giving your all, I'm not giving my all. If I feel like you giving your all and you making me really happy, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm cool with that too. Like,
exactly. And we both can pick up on that energy. That's why I feel we don't owe each other shit. Because if I know my
going off of energy.
Because if I know that you're not giving my all, if I feel like you're talking to other people still, because say a girl's pretty and I like you because you're pretty, you don't turn down your pretty when you get with me. Niggas are still in your DMs. Niggas are still shooting a shot. Niggas are still got that next nigga up.
Yeah,
it's all still happening.
Yeah.
It's all still happening. So why would I turn my brain off to think that I'm not handsome anymore, that I'm not a fucking catch, and I'm not dope, and I have amazing conversations, and people want to engage with me, and people want to go hang out, and people want to go bowling. I can be with you and go on a bowling date with another girl. I can go do that, and not have it be sexually related.
Yeah.
You know, and even if we did have a human experience where the vibe was dope, she wanted to give me head or some shit, like I don't need to come run and tell you that.
But if you keeping it from me, then what is that?
Who keeping it from you? Why are you even thinking about it? Why are you even worried about that?
I'm not worried about it because I don't know about it. But that's on your conscience. Like, okay.
No, it ain't.
Like, you don't give a fuck. Like, oh, I'm with her, but I'm
It's not giving a fuck because I know when I'm with you, I'm giving my all to you. Whatever I have to give, I'm giving it to you. So when you with me,
it all comes down to being what's established. So if you establish or we establish that you can talk to other people, then that's your business. You don't have to tell me shit.
So
if you agree to exclusivity, then you do owe me that.
I remember, I think Diddy said it one time. He goes, I'm going to be 70% of the time, I'm going to be an amazing man to you. Then he says 30% of the time, I'm an asshole. Like I'm that 30% you're not going to want to fuck with. He said, but 70% of the time or 80%, whatever he said, I'm going to be the most amazing man to you. Would you accept that from your man?
I mean, because all relationships have problems, so I'm not going to expect you to be 70% an amazing ass or 100% amazing man to me all the time, because I'm not going to be 100% amazing woman to you all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that a certain percentage is expected.
Right. Why do relationships have problems, you think? Why is that expected?
Miscommunication. The communication isn't right in between relationship. If you're open, honest, the communication is there, then anything that happens is already understood. So I feel like the most time in a relationship, the communication is the problem. Someone's not understanding where you're coming from or understanding your feelings or not understanding something that wasn't communicated properly. So which all leads down to the communication.
And that's why it's a generational curse, because we've been taught for so long that toxicity and drama and bullshit is somehow equated to love. Because every time you see people, we've been together 15 years, we done been through it all. I love you, boo. My ride or die.
Ride or die, that's what.
All that bullshit, right? But like, I keep telling people, you can have a dope-ass relationship and not go through none of that shit.
Right.
It does not validate your relationship because y'all been through bullshit.
Right, because you don't have to accept that bullshit.
It does not make your relationship stronger because y'all cheated on each other and y'all got past that.
Right.
It does not make your relationship stronger because y'all both did some bullshit and y'all both look past it. No, that makes y'all both stupid.
Right.
You don't have to go through that. That's why remove that expectation from each other. Remove that expectation and just enjoy each other in the best way possible. If you're just enjoying each other and enjoying the experience, when I'm with you, we just all in and having the best experience that we possibly could, then the other shit don't matter. Don't even put it in your brain. Get it out of your psyche that someone owes you some shit. They don't. Because at the end of the day, it's not about none of that shit. It's all about comfortability. If I get around you and your energy makes me uncomfortable, fuck the context.
I don't have to be with you.
Fuck the context.
You disturbing my peace at that point.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to know why, though. I don't need to be like, what the fuck? Why you acting weird? Why? It's just that I don't need that. Context says you made me feel weird. I don't need to feel weird.
Right.
I'm going to express you that you make me feel weird. And if you don't make the necessary changes on like whatever that weirdness is, that's on me to be like, I'm out.
We established that you feel that like monogamy is like a sense of entitlement, narcissistic, and it's definitely a generational curse. I feel like I don't know if I would exactly classify it as a generational curse. I will say we were conditioned. All Americans, like in America, we're supposed to be monogamous to each other. But when you look at different countries, different cultures, it's the total opposite.
It's business.
So it's all about how you grown up and what was taught to you, what you were conditioned to be like. So I'm not against poly relationships. I'm not against nothing. Everybody can do their free will. Right. That's you. If the agreement is established and that's what it is, that's good. Would I ever be in a poly relationship? I wouldn't count it out. But at this moment in my life, no.
You've been in so
but
many.
I'm optimistic.
You've been
like 5 years down the line, I can't say I won't be open to it because I might.
So poly means like you willingly understand that this person's in this man's life.
Yes.
And you're accepting. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I'm not against it.
All right.
But right now, I'm not ready for it.
Why not?
I wouldn't be ready for it because I want to be exclusive with somebody. I want to just have that one partnership with somebody. And me personally, I'm not going to be talking to other men. So I'm going to feel a way about you talking to other women. So I'm not ready for that aspect because I'm like, I'm not going to talk to nobody else. I just want to be in a relationship with just one dude. I'm not talking to Thomas, James, Lucas, Michael. I'm not. It's just you.
Outside
I'm just
of living
focused on you.
Outside of living in the house, why not though? Why would that be the issue? That you couldn't talk to other people?
I wouldn't want to. Not that I
okay,
couldn't.
that's a personal choice.
It's personal choice.
Yeah, personal. That's right. Nothing to do with the poly aspect.
Yeah, no. So that's why I'm just like, if that's my choice and I want to talk to somebody, just you exclusively, right. I'm definitely going to feel a way about you talking to other women and not just me because I'm giving you all my attention.
How you putting expectations on him, though?
No, I'm saying, though, if that's what you want to do, I would choose not to be with you. And you can go ahead and talk to however many women you want. That's up to you. But me, I just want to rock with one dude. And that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to definitely feel away because I'm not talking to anybody else, and that's just my personal choice. That's on me. That's not on him, like you said. So
would you express that to him in the beginning? Like, hey,
yes.
I'm in a place where I want to talk to nobody else. And he says, okay, cool. We could talk to each other exclusively, and that'd be that?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as there is an agreement and understanding and that communication is there,
I think we're people, we generalize a lot of these terms, though. And I think that we kind of brushed on it earlier, that no one really breaks down exactly what that means, like talk to, deal with, like, because we can say I want to talk to you exclusively, but I can have multiple female friends, and we talk about an array of different shit, or like say, like come Monday or Tuesday, like we're friends on Monday, we get together on Tuesday. Do I now cut off hella different shit? Like like say I had a trip planned with a friend, and I had a trip planned to go to New York, or a trip planned to go on this cruise, a trip planned to go over here, but we're together now. Do I cancel all that shit?
Ooh, that's a whole nother podcast. So I'm like, you done already had this shit planned, but now we together now. So that depends. Like, okay, well, girl, you can't go no more because I'm about to go with
because
her.
Every time,
it just depends on how your feelings are about that woman. Like, okay, I want to go with you. Now I want to experience this trip with you instead of old girl that I had planned with. That's totally
because when I had this conversation with somebody, and they'll be like, nah, because I don't want them laying up and doing all that bullshit. I'm like, well, you got with them on the pretense of something else that wasn't sexual related. Mm-hmm. You got with them because they made you feel comfortable in a certain way. You like their energy. You like what they're teaching you something. They made you laugh a little differently. Whatever. It was a good energy. It had nothing to do with the sexual commitment at all. Mm-hmm. And if the sex was dope, cherry on the top.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I got with you on the idea that these things, you make me comfortable in certain ways. That shit has nothing to do with the commitment of I don't want you laying around with nobody. Because and truthfully, none of us really know what that person is doing when we're not around.
That's true too.
You know what I'm saying? So why, mom? And if we really truly hone in on that idea, we won't trip on nothing else. Like if I truly understand that this girl can do whatever she wants to do, what she can when I'm not around anyway.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do I need to waste my energy and my mental space worrying about that?
Yeah, don't worry about it. If that's been established, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Because I'm not worrying about it. It is not crossing my brain at all.
That's what it is.
Don't
worry about it until it comes up.
Like at the fuck off.
Well, that has been an interesting podcast.
Right.
A lot of debate, a lot of trying to understand. I definitely understand where you're coming from with it. I hope you understand where I'm coming from with it. Everything just has to be.
You're pretty in line to what most people think, but I think most people are just not honest about what I'm saying. I think a lot of people are like,
sugarcoated.
We could really avoid a lot of bullshit if we just stop expecting certain shit from each other. And really just put the energy into, let's just enjoy each other. You know what I'm saying? Because and I'll end on this, but a lot of people, especially now, the buzz shit is like energy. And if you know how energy works, there is no romanticism to it.
Yeah.
Energy flows a certain way, it collides, and it disperses. So if I meet you, we have good energy, and we collide in a certain way, like this podcast is colliding, it's going to disperse, and it's going to create energy. People are going to hear it. That energy is going to continue to disperse and have a ripple effect. We can do that with multiple people in multiple ways because life, there's 6 billion people in this world. It'd be fucking weird and narcissistic to say that I'm your end all be all to that. You can continue to go out and experience people, man. Don't limit your human experience because of some dumbass expectation that you were taught by somebody else, not yourself. Like stop limiting your human experiences, man. Go out and talk to people. Go out and meet people. Go out and engage with people. Go out and experience this fucking life because you only have so much time in this lifetime to do it. And if I want to commit myself to only you, I'm fucking limiting my life experience to the fucking box of what you're able to provide me. Sorry. I'm going to go talk to this person. I'm going to engage with this person. I'm going to experience this person to let my energy collide and disperse as far as it possibly can. But you want me to be a fucking pond, and I'm trying to be a fucking ocean. So
Be an ocean.
be an ocean,
and be
man.
in good energy.
Be an ocean,
and
man.
live your life and do not box
Deadass.
yourself in if that's what you do not want to do. Okay.
All right.
And that's a wrap. Okay. Tell people where they can find you.
Toxic But True Podcast. We're on YouTube. We have a website as well. You can check me out on Taken by Thomas on Instagram. All the links are in the bio.
All right. Taken by Thomas from Toxic But True Podcast. That's a wrap. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment and share with the friend. And we'll see you on the next episode of Quantity Radio.
All right.